Hey guys, how are you all doing? I hope that everyone is having a very good night. Welcome. I think this is a tiny bit. There we go, that's better. Tonight we are going to talk about a couple of different topics. I want to talk about Epic being hit with a class action lawsuit over hacked Fortnite accounts that had actually happened. When did they happen? They had happened a couple of months ago, I believe. So we're going to talk about that tonight. We are going to talk about the Twitch and Ninja situation. Now, I haven't talked about it too much because I felt as though it wasn't very important, but the more time that goes on, the more petty that Twitch is actually acting towards Ninja and just the platform in general. I have a couple of things that I want to discuss in regards to Twitch. Twitch has just been acting awful in the past couple of months, and, you know, with them not allowing creators to skip rules and guidelines and, you know, the whole situation with Ninja, that's going to be interesting. I want to talk a little bit about what I discussed in the video today, which was, Nintendo threatening to ban players for saying that player-created levels were bad. I also want to talk about Activision saying that they're going to make more remasters because it makes them sweet money. So it's going to be an interesting night to talk about some specific things. You know, I don't have a ton of topics to talk about, but I do have a couple that I felt were important. So how are you guys doing tonight? I hope that everyone is doing well. I'll give it a minute before I go into discussions and topics. Talk about an epic fail. I'll see myself. Oh my gosh, TARDIS. That's the best you could come up with on the spot? I mean, it's not awful. It's definitely not awful. Remasters are popular if it's a Zelda game. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you look at the remasters that Activision has done thus far with, you know, like Spyro and Crash, they have done amazing. I mean, all of those remasters have done fantastic so far, so they're diving into that sweet remaster money. That's for sure. What about Epstein? Hey Ethan, how you doing? I hope you're having a good night. We will not be discussing that. I know everyone is a conspiracy theorist. I have my own thoughts on it, but doesn't really pertain to the channel much. But it's good to see you, Ethan. Alright, so I guess we will start off with the first topic, which is Epic is hit with a class action suit over hacked Fortnite accounts. I feel like every week when I do these streams, we always have to talk about something regarding Epic, because Epic is just one of these companies that just is, I don't want to say is newsworthy, but they definitely end up being in a lot of situations that are pretty negative, honestly. So, this article starts off with Epic Games is being sued over security breaches that allowed hackers to access the personal information of Epic game accounts. This has actually happened twice, if you guys didn't know. This is, the whole security breach situation with Epic has happened multiple times. Now, I think this article is saying that this suit only pertains to once, a couple of months ago. But it has happened a couple times. The class action lawsuit, filed in North Carolina, alleges Epic's failure to maintain adequate security measures and notify users of the security breach in a timely manner. The lawsuit states that there are more than 100 class members. I mean, if you look at all of the Epic accounts that have been created, even in just the past, like, year and a half, 2 years, I mean, I'm surprised that there's not more. I suppose as the word kind of gets out about this, there probably will be more people that kind of join into it. In January, Epic acknowledged that a bug in Fortnite may have exposed personal information for millions of user accounts. Checkpoint researchers originally reported how the attacks were carried out. The attacks. I mean, it was hackers, as far as we know. Unless there's a conspiracy theory that I don't know about. I mean, who knows, really? By discovering a vulnerability found in some of Epic Games' subdomains, an XSS attack, wow, that was slightly a tongue twister, was permissible with the user merely needing to click on a link sent to them by the attacker. Once clicked with no need even for them to enter any login credentials, their Fortnite username and password could immediately be captured by the attacker. I mean, we've also seen something go around similar recently with kind of YouTube. YouTubers are getting like emails that are from YouTube, even though they're not from YouTube, saying that you have like a copyright claim on your video. So to click the link, and then the link gets their information as well. I mean, situations like this with people clicking on links is not one that's new by any means, of course. When something is large, it is large, and it's being played and talked about, and it's always in the media, of course there's going to be hackers that are trying to do shenanigans, I suppose I should say. Epic Games acknowledged and fixed the issue, but the suit alleges that the company has failed to notify affected users. This is the problem, is when there is something that happens like this, whether it is your account being hacked or anything like that, in a situation, especially with how many users they're saying this affected, you would really expect Epic to send out a mass email or anything like that, and they didn't. Epic Games has not yet directly informed or notified individual Fortnite users that their personally identifiable information may be compromised as a result of the breach. I mean, any company that has a security breach, even remotely close to this, in general, any sort of security breach usually alerts their members and alerts the people that could be affected by it, and Epic Games didn't do that. I don't even think that they ended up doing that. Not just when this happened. I don't even think that there's been an email sent out anytime soon. Like, there hasn't been one at all. Honestly, if I had a Epic Games account that I put money into or anything, or like an Epic Games account that I used on a consistent basis, I would be so livid with this situation. Epic Games is acting like it is not an issue at all. Like, they do not even care, as if it was a joke, and that's the problem, is that they haven't taken this situation seriously at all whatsoever. That's the kind of the worst part about it, is when a company doesn't actually like act like it's a big deal. No, they are busy giving away millions of dollars to 16-year-olds. Yeah, right. Like, they just do not care at all. This is the first time I've heard of this. I heard about this, this was mentioned like 2 weeks ago. I heard about it when it originally happened, but now there's actually a lawsuit being formed around it because Epic Games does not care that this happened. They do not care about this situation at all. They have taken no actions to even remotely treat their customers like they care. According to the filing, the plaintiff and anyone else affected by the breaches have an ongoing interest in ensuring that their personally identifiable information is protected from past and future cybersecurity threats. I mean, if you had like an Epic Games Store account that you used on a normal basis, why would you not be concerned about this? Like, there's not a whole lot of people actually discussing this right now. Why, out of the millions of players that have even joined Epic in the past, say, year and a half, 2 years, why is there so few people talking about this? If this happened with, like, Sony or Microsoft, everyone would be up in arms. Conspiracy theory, Epic's trying to bury it. Polygon reached out to the associates in Epic Games. The law firm is yet to respond, and Epic Games declined to comment. Epic has not even emailed the people that are involved in this. Never mind making a statement. They should at least make a public statement on the situation. What? I don't click links that are emailed to me. I mean, there are so many situations that kind of happen where you click a link and then your personal information is, sent to these hackers and whatnot. So it's not like a new situation at all. I just don't understand why people are not overly concerned with this. The suit was brought on behalf of those affected by a security gap in Epic's login system. I don't use an Epic Games Store account. I have one, but I don't use it at all. I don't even have Epic Games Store downloaded on my PC or anything, so I obviously am not affected by this, but I'm just, I really wanted to talk about that, so in case there's anyone here that could be affected by this, I'm curious to see if Epic will comment on it in some point in the future. But whereas they haven't commented on it yet, I just don't see them commenting on it anytime soon, really. Hello, Mike. How are you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic night. Maybe they thought Polygon was a fake email. I already read that. I don't click links that are emailed to me. I don't either. But, comments. One of these comments, I find it funny, people in the comments are just laughing and mocking like if someone was trying to make easy bucks out of Fortnite. My partner's account was hacked. Now he lost everything. Maybe, first of all, you shouldn't trust the Epic Games Store. Second, don't trust Epic. Third, don't trust Epic. Well, if I get a hack through Epic, I have lawyer friends. Epic is literally asking him for info that clearly won't have to prove the account is his. Of course Epic's going to ask you for information to prove the account is yours. They don't know whose account it is. Now Epic won't do anything about this hack. He is then requesting a full refund to every purchase he made. I'm just gonna be honest, I don't think that Epic would mass refund someone. People spend thousands of dollars on games. I understand if your account is compromised, maybe they would take slightly better action, but I just do not see Epic refunding someone, say, $10,000 if that's what they spent on their account. I just don't see that. Especially where they're not even commenting on the situation and acting like it's real. Sorting magic cards. Selling magic cards, nice. Nice. VA debt? Well, at least you have a way to repay it. Ethan, is your dad Bill Gates? Ethan, is there something you're not telling us? But yeah, I just wanted to touch on this situation. So in case you guys didn't hear about it, that's all that I really wanted to discuss with this. The next topic, it kind of has to do with Epic, even though it's not directly, and that is with the whole situation over the past couple of weeks that has been happening with Ninja. It's not even Ninja just in specific. I want to talk about Twitch. Twitch is acting very, very petty. I mean, over the past couple of weeks, we have seen many different things happen with Twitch. We have seen them completely ignore their rules and their guidelines for specific people that they prefer over other streamers, when streamers are doing the same exact things, taking the same exact actions that other people are, and then they're getting banned for it because they're not on, like, Twitch's favorite list. And since Ninja left Twitch and went to Mixer, which is Microsoft's platform, this guy has gone through so much shit. It makes me never want to touch Twitch again. And I obviously don't stream on Twitch. I stream here on YouTube. YouTube's my main platform. But over the past couple of years, kind of, Twitch has had problems with kind of enforcing their guidelines for people that they like. So this is a situation that had happened yesterday. Adult film, porn, referral from Ninja's old Twitch channel leads to his accusation of bad treatment. I'm surprised that Ninja has acted so kind of mature in this situation, especially with all of the things that Twitch has said and the things that Twitch has done over the past couple of months. Well, not over the past couple of months, but over the past, like, month to him and the things that they've said to him. I'm surprised that I'm surprised that he and his team have acted so nice towards Twitch with all of the stuff that they've done. So, livestream superstar Tyler Ninja this afternoon alleged that Twitch, in the week since he left the streaming service for rival Mixer, has treated him with petty slights, and the last straw came today. It will explain it here, so I'm just going to continue to read it. So, this takes some explaining, of course, but the gist of it is, since August 1st, if you typed in twitch.tv/ninja, it didn't show any of his past archived content. Now, it does for everyone else. For any Twitch channel that you go to, it will show their archived content, whether that's like them uploading a video to Twitch or their streams, whatnot. But instead, it gave a 404 page error with recommendations for Fortnite content. It would recommend you, if you typed in his URL, to other Fortnite streams. I don't know exactly if it was just like the top Fortnite streams that were going on, or if it was just like randomly generated people or streams in that actual like in the category, but that's what it was doing. And his channel is the first and the only channel that this has ever happened to, that it would redirect you to other people's streams. But this afternoon, this was yesterday for a time, the first thumbnail linked to a stream with a Russian language title and the image of two nude performers having adult time. So first of all, we have Twitch going to someone's channel and having it redirect to other people's streams, content, and channels. And then, to top it off, on his page, the first thing that pops up is porn that is not supposed to be on Twitch. And that porn that was there, the adult content, was there for 2 hours before they shut it down. That stream was live for 2 hours. If that is the top trending Fortnite stream, why did they not moderate that? So they showed porn on a platform that banned people for showing adult content. Exactly. If someone ever, goes to like their Twitter or their Discord or something and something accidentally pops up and you can tell that it was accidental, they'll ban you for 24, 48 hours, 72 hours, however long they feel like it. Yet they're not actually moderating their website. 2 hours. How do you not moderate in that time? What the fuck are the Twitch mods doing? The issue here isn't the content, but what Twitch is doing with Ninja's 8-year-old URL, since he announced that he was going to Mixer. He says that other streamers who have left still have their content archived, and that's very true. Everyone does. The same as visitors that would see to someone who is simply offline. The page given to him is not the only one Twitch shows when users put in a mistyped URL or non-existent streamer's name either. Does Twitch ban themselves? They should. At this point, they should. Yeah, exactly, TARDIS. Ninja alleges was among some of the other changes in behavior over the past 2 days that he and his team took as parting shots on his way out the door. Like, if you would type in Ninja's name, it even said it at the top when they were doing this, it would say, Ninja has moved to a different castle, here are some other recommendations. They also, on the day that he announced he was leaving Twitch to go to Mixer, they also took his verification badge on Twitch away. They have acted so petty. Ninja even admitted that they weren't worth creating a public fuss about, but he still feels bad because you have to consider he is a channel that millions of people have looked up on Twitch. And if a parent didn't know or a kid did not know that he moved to the other platform and typed in his Twitch to maybe see some of his archived content or see what his content would be, porn would pop up. A lot of people, now I don't know if he feels this way, but I'll read a tweet that his wife had made in a minute. A lot of people feel that Twitch is specifically trying to sabotage him and his content because they are taking these petty shots at him. They are just completely they're exiling him from Twitch and don't want anyone to mention his name, talk about him, anything. Because they are so angry and so salty that he left the platform. I think that's awful. That is my type of stream though, the adult content. He said over the past couple of days there have been some things that have been going on that we let slide. They were kind of annoying little jabs, we felt like, but it didn't matter. We wanted to stay professional. And I am glad in this situation that Ninja has stayed professional. It sets a bar for streamers. I'll be honest, I've never really been a fan of Ninja. I've never really watched him a ton. But so many people like him, but so many people dislike him. I'm glad that he wanted to stay professional because it sets a bar for content creators and streamers, that no matter what a platform does to you, you always can be better than them. Now they did, before I get into that, they don't do this for anyone else who is offline, by the way, just me. I've been streaming for 8 years to build my brand, build that channel 14.5 million followers, and they were still using that channel to promote other streamers. Twitch should not be able to just do whatever they want in regards to someone else's stream. If Ninja's stream linked to another user or the category in general, okay, that's fine. That is perfectly fair enough because that is his decision, that is his fame and what he worked towards. But Twitch should not just be promoting other people's streams through his page. Now, here's the update. The Twitch CEO did apologize to him in a Twitter thread. Let me see if I can find it. All he did was apologize. Our community comes to Twitch to look for live content to help ensure they find great live channels. We've been experimenting with showing recommended content across Twitch, including on streamers' pages that are offline. No, you haven't. You haven't. It was literally only Ninja's stream. It was only one person's stream, and it was his. The person with the largest following on your platform. Well, I think Ninja was the largest individual. I think that Riot Games has a larger following, but that's because they're a company. This helps all streamers. It creates new community connections. It was only Ninja's stream. It was nobody else's. They're not fooling anyone. This was hard damage control on the part of the Twitch CEO. Dark Titan should start a new streaming platform. A lot of the Dark Titans don't actually do content. So it'd just be me. RIP. But yeah, that was their excuse, that Twitch has been experimenting with showing recommended content across Twitch, and that was just another way. He did say that he wanted to apologize to Ninja for what happened. It wasn't our intent, but it should have not happened. And Ninja's wife actually had made a statement on this, which I thought was a pretty interesting statement. She said, Twitch is doing PR control right now, but it seems their intent from the beginning was to try to kill Ninja's brand. They say promoting other channels on his page wasn't of ill intent, but here is a Twitch co-founder saying RIP with a winky face to his transition. Petty. And this is so petty. This is seriously, this is how they responded. This is how they responded, RIP with a winky face. They specifically knew as soon as this announcement happened that they were just going to try to sabotage Ninja at all costs. Should make a new YouTube. It would be a lot of effort to create a new platform like YouTube. That is for sure. There are many alternatives out there already. Someone says, this is reaching and you know it. They worship Ninja. They absolutely did not want to kill his brand. It's just funny because Ninja pushed down everyone's throats on our own channels, and now Twitch is doing it with others on his page, and y'all hate it. They worship Ninja for a specific amount of time, and that was when he got big and when he started getting, like, the brand deals with, like, Red Bull, and he started, like, all of those online interviews. And after that, they stopped promoting him. They didn't act like they cared. After they could get, you know, a lot of free marketing off of him because he was through all those interviews saying, like, oh, he's a Twitch streamer and stuff, they didn't care anymore. I don't know what this person means. They absolutely did not want to kill his brand, as they put it in quotes. Of course it's a brand. When you are a streamer or a content creator, you are branding yourself. You're branding yourself. Of course it was a brand. This person acts like it wasn't a brand. Very silly. By doing this stuff, they're only hurting their brand, though. I mean, I think all of these petty moves is going to come back and bite Twitch in the ass. I think that this is awful what this guy is going through, but I did want to show the tweet from his wife because I did think it was interesting that even she is coming forward and saying that, you know, she and a lot of other people do believe that at this point, because Ninja ditched them and they're mad about it, that they do want to kill his brand. And I'm not someone that, you know, comes up with a lot of, like, conspiracy theories, but I do believe that. I think that with the moves that they have made over the past, you know, couple of weeks and whatnot, this is definitely turning into a deeper situation than them maybe throwing one or two jabs at him. They allowed pornography to be promoted on his channel, or the recommended list of streams when you went to his channel. Wow, 10K followers. We did hit 10,000 subscribers. Thank you, everyone. Twitch is awful. I personally believe that Twitch is really going downhill. And I mean, a lot of people love Twitch. I think that Twitch has a lot of great things going for them, definitely. But I definitely think that Twitch is, with moves like this, it would make me not want to be a creator on their platform. Even if they are the largest live streaming platform, I still think that this is not okay for a company to just play the favoritism card where they'll promote who they want. They won't ban people that deserve to get banned, even if it was only for 24, 48 hours, what have you, not a permanent ban. They need to uphold their TOS for everyone. I never liked Twitch either. I didn't mind Twitch. I mean, there are a lot of people that created their brand and everything on Twitch, and congratulations to them. Just got done with dinner. What did I miss? We talked about Epic being hit with a class action lawsuit over the hacked Fortnite accounts, and we were just talking about how Twitch has been acting so petty when it comes to the Ninja situation. They're also allowing breastfeeding streams now. I mean, that's not just I mean, I'm not going to kind of discuss the breastfeeding thing, but breastfeeding isn't just an online issue, it's a human rights topic. So, yeah. Would Ninja be considered the PewDiePie of Twitch? I would say so, because when PewDiePie went to DLive, he brought over followers, but not as many as Ninja, just because their platforms are different. PewDiePie makes videos. He can get 1 million views on a video wherever he wanted to. But Ninja can get, you know, 50 to 100,000 live stream viewers because he's a live streamer. You have to consider that there is slightly a difference. I know a lot of people were like, oh, why would it matter for Ninja? You know, it didn't work for PewDiePie. Well, you have to consider that PewDiePie isn't a full-time streamer like Ninja. But yeah, that's all that I really wanted to talk about. I definitely will be keeping my eye on this whole Twitch situation. I just think Twitch has been acting very petty and just awful lately. Never thought of you as a conspiracy channel. Your material has been on the money, at least for the stuff I've seen. Well, I'm glad that you enjoy Vance. Also, I hope that you're doing well. Twitch is 100% compromised. That's my problem with Twitch, is that they do what they want. For all their rules, they throw them out the window for their golden creators. Exactly. Which I had said last week on Monday when I was doing my discussion stream, very quickly, that I thought Ninja going to Mixer and leaving Twitch was good because it creates a lot of opportunities. It creates people opportunities for growing on Mixer with this new undiscovered crowd of people and viewers, but it also creates the opportunity on Twitch for people to get recognized that have been working very hard on their brand and their streams and their content. So I thought that it was pretty good. But I mean, I don't know Ninja, obviously, but I would have to say, as another content creator watching this happen, I'm glad that he left Twitch, because no one deserves to be treated the way that he's being treated from Twitch. Also, guys, I'm never going to be able to stream on Twitch because Twitch will instant ban me, but yeah. A lot of neckbeards getting heated over nothing. Over the breastfeeding thing. U.S. government already ruled breastfeeding is allowed in public, so being allowed on Twitch is no big deal. That's how I feel. It is, Grim is 100% right. It is a very complicated issue because it's a human rights discussion. That's why I haven't talked about it, because it gets into a deeper topic, and yeah. You won't get banned. You're a woman. I'm a woman, but Twitch needs to fucking get their shit together. Twitch needs to enforce their guidelines, even if they like people. I understand public, but filming and streaming is a different thing, I think. I mean, understandable. It's a very, the breastfeeding thing is a very complicated topic to discuss. It's not as easy as just like, oh, yeah, that's fine, or yeah, it's not, type of thing. What did I miss here? We've only talked about the way that Twitch has been treating Ninja. I will move on to the next topic in just a minute, you guys. I think that I said everything that I wanted to in this situation, but I'm going to check the chat really quickly, and then we will move on to the next topic. There's a difference between a breastfeeding stream and a lewd stream with an infant being used as a censor bar. There definitely is. What happened to Take-Two? I have not talked about the situation with Take-Two and, you know, the YouTuber situation, so I did want to touch on that maybe a little bit tonight, since I haven't discussed it. Unless she's... well, right. Exactly. Exactly. Really quickly, I'll move into the next topic. Thank you all for being here. And thank you all for stopping by stream. I very much so appreciate it. It's a Gundam had a great perspective on the Twitch situation. I saw that he's put up like 2 or 3 videos on it. I haven't watched all of his videos on the situation yet, but I watched one. I watched part of one. I should finish that. He usually has pretty good takes on when it comes to platforms and the way that platforms and employees of platforms work. You make a good point for sure, but if it's a baby, then I don't think it's something Twitch should touch. Exactly. I bought a game that got merged with Take-Two. Does that mean bad thing for future? Any MTG controversy lately? I have not seen a lot of MTG controversy lately. I honestly try not to kind of focus on controversy in Magic the Gathering, just because Magic is a hobby to me, and I don't want my hobby to be ruined for me. And yeah, of course, if something big happens, I will discuss it, of course. But I try to keep, like, more positive when it comes to Magic, and not focus on, you know, like, unnecessary drama, just because you're supposed to enjoy games. Okay, I finished eating my piece of candy. I'm still editing an episode, but I did want to drop by and say hi. Well, thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it, and I hope that your night goes very well. My LGS is selling Commander 2019 decks for $29.99. Is that good? It sounds good. Grim? I know Sphara's not here. That sounds like a good price. I mean, so technically my mind is going off of old MSRP. Since there's no MSRP now, I don't know if cost for them went up or anything. It's profitable if you sell individuals. I think $29.99 sounds good though. 1 second and we will move on. MTG Commander 2019. 2091. I typed in 2091. Whoops. You can get a set of 4 for $139. So I don't know if that has shipping or not. 139. Nope, that's times 139 divided by 4. I mean, 34.75 depending plus tax. I mean, yeah, 29.99 sounds like a good deal for sure. It's $5-6 off depending on tax. Yeah, sounds like an average decent deal. But yeah. Next thing to talk about, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the Nintendo situation. Now, if you did not see, I put up a video earlier discussing the Nintendo situation. So if you have not checked out that video, maybe you should check it out after stream, or you could check it out now. But basically, there are a couple of YouTubers that were uploading Nintendo gameplay of Super Mario Maker 2. And also discussing it in stream. They were playing it, they were streaming it, and on a player-created level, there's 2 instances of it. On a player-created level, they had wrote, this is not in English, but it's fine. They had wrote on a level very bad, because the level was like 15 seconds long. Alright, here. This is the level that they're talking about. I'll show it. This is the level that they're talking about. And yeah, that's it. That's literally it. And a couple of people had commented on it very bad, as in the level was very bad. And Nintendo actually sent them an email saying that this was considered psychologically assaulting other users, and this could result in a ban if he did it again. And there was someone else that this happened to as well, this person, Flair. I talked about this in the video earlier. Yeah. Thank you for using Nintendo Switch. Content you posted in-game has been deleted because it violates the Nintendo account user agreement. Hateful and or bullying content. This is Nintendo's final decision. They called the level mediocre, one of them did, and very bad on another. Now, obviously, Nintendo in the past has been very harsh on, you know, how they handle situations with banning people and kind of their rules and regulations. I discussed this more in the video earlier, but is giving someone criticism on a player-created level that is not hateful or harassing or insulting someone specifically, is it psychologically assaulting other users? Now, I do understand on one hand that you have to consider the player base of Super Mario Maker 2. I'm sure there are a lot of younger audiences and a lot of kids playing it and whatnot. But is it psychologically assaulting other users? And I said this in my video earlier, I would not call it that. Why is it okay to leave people positive comments that are patting them on the back, but yet you are telling people that they cannot say things if it's not a positive comment? Why do you have a system where someone can comment their thoughts and opinions on something if you only allow specific ones to get through and you allow specific ones to be okay? And then you're going to threaten to ban people if they did it again? Now, I did also look into the Nintendo Terms of Service and user license agreement. And all it really said is, like every other company says, is that anything that they see as hateful or harassing, they can take action against. So, of course, that's what they said it was. What if it's constructive criticism? I mean, exactly. I mean, so people... This is a Reset Era article, by the way. I never go to Reset Era, but it's the only place that was actually talking about the situation. You know, I understand that you know, what's the point to leave a comment that says pretty bad or mediocre on a level? Like, is there really a point to that? It's not constructive criticism. Like, why would you even do that? Just downvote it, use the boo, and then move on. But still, people should not be threatened by Nintendo to be banned if they leave something that's negative. And it's not like they swore, it's not like they insulted anyone, it's not like they used slurs. They didn't do any of that. They just said very bad and mediocre. What could you possibly do about getting banned from Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft as long as you still have access to your games? I mean, what you could do if you got banned is spam email them 5 times a day. I mean, that's what I would do. I would be on the phone with them, on their customer service. I would be emailing them. I mean, in this situation, no one actually got banned, which I did say earlier. Because I've been praising Nintendo for a couple of months now, as you guys know. You know, with their anti-censorship stances, and they've just been overall doing very, very good. In my opinion, at least. So, I do understand that this kind of is a step back for Nintendo, but you have to consider no one's actually gotten banned. They only got these emails saying, well, we could potentially ban you if you keep doing it. Is Nintendo fixing the Joy-Con drift for free yet? Yeah, they said that they were going to fix it, didn't they? For free? And yeah. Joy-Con drift? Yeah, you just have to, you just have to email customer service, I believe. They'll fix it for you. Anti-censorship, they're sure treading the line now. I mean, the thing is that, yes, they deleted the comment, and they threatened to ban people, but no one has gotten banned yet. I just want to say that a million times because I saw a couple of comments earlier of people going, wow, ha ha ha, you Nintendo fanboys suck. No one's gotten banned yet. If someone gets banned, I might have to break up with Nintendo. But I'm not worried about that right now. I think it was just them. It could also just be someone, the user that they commented on, abusing the report system and sheerly just reporting them, and that is like a, I don't want to say an automated response from Nintendo, but who really knows? Who really knows? Someone commented, is this a widespread issue or just a single person? I only saw screenshots of 2 or 3 people that got this notice, but there were a couple of people online that said that they had gotten similar notices, but I couldn't find any screenshots. Yeah, these were the only, 2 situations I could find with screenshots. Get a girl that looks at you like Vera looks at Nintendo. Oh man, Nintendo and me, you know, we've had our ups and downs, but Nintendo man. It's because Mario Maker is directed at children. I mean, that also is a true point, is look at their audience base. They could have commented mediocre on a kid's level. The kid could have gotten mad and continuously, you know, spammed, the report button. So who really knows? I hope that Nintendo does not ban anyone for, you know, non-issues like this. I would hope. Streamer privilege. You also have to consider that both of the people that actually got these notices were also content creators. They were streamers and video makers. So you do have to consider that as well. I know I said this in Discord, but why remove disapproving comments but allow them to boo a level? I agree. Why are you gonna let someone boo, practically thumbs down the level, but yet remove comments that are not even bad comments, offensive comments, nothing like that. They're just comments saying pretty bad. I don't know. In this case, I feel like Nintendo's moderation here is a little bit wonky. I don't really know why they did this. But I am going to follow the situation a little bit more and see maybe if this continues to happen, if it was only, you know, a couple of small instances. Someone commented, hard to say without more context, which also is a thing, is we don't have any more context to it. We don't know how widespread of an issue this is, but it says, but knowing the very bare minimum, I can say if I'm a kid or someone who actually plays casually and uploaded a level I spent a lot of time on, only to have someone downvote it as mediocre, I'd be pretty turned off at a minimum. I mean, it is understandable if you're a kid. You don't want people to, like, insult your stuff. But a kid has to understand that's not what the report button's for. Kids should not be abusing the report button just because they're mad that someone didn't like their creation. When it's a level that you can literally finish in, like, 15 seconds, of course someone's not going to like that, and of course you're going to get a downvote for that. Put a little bit more time and effort into it, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. But I did just want to, you know, talk about that situation a little bit. What is everyone's thoughts here on this situation? You guys went a little bit quiet here. What are your thoughts on this situation? The comment continues with a comment saying a level is mediocre with no context or explanation is pretty much a Reddit downvote. I mean, they're not wrong, but why have a comment section if you are not going to allow people to just comment what they want as long as it's not offensive? I didn't like it. You don't like the situation, Ethan? Hi, I just got here. Hello, Ravager. How you doing? I hope you're having a very good night. Nintendo's decision was mediocre. Yeah, you know, it was pretty, it's one of those situations. I do want to see if anyone actually gets banned from it, though. If Nintendo doesn't want negative comments, then disable all comments. I mean, I agree with that. If Nintendo doesn't want negative comments, then people should not be allowed to leave positive comments, and they should just disable all the comments. I don't think people are going to complain about that, honestly. If it's a kid's first level, I would say it's pretty lame to post negatively. Yeah, but, like, you don't know if it's their first level. You don't even know if it's a kid. If parents taught their kids how to handle criticism better, I mean, people shouldn't be, abusing the report systems just because, they get mad that someone thinks their player-created level's trash. To be fair, that's not what report buttons and abuse buttons are for. Get good scrub? Yeah, exactly. But, yeah. That's all that I really want to, discuss with that. I suppose we'll see what Nintendo ends up doing in the future about this situation, but there's really no other updates right now. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about, as I accidentally hit my microphone, was Death Stranding. Have you guys heard the news? WoW disabled comments, like we haven't seen that before. Yeah, like if you're not going to accept negative comments, don't accept positive comments and just disable comments. I mean, seriously. That kid was like, my dad is Nintendo. Yeah, right? Yeah, right? If you don't stop harassing me, I'm gonna tell my dad. Nintendo. And I'm gonna have you banned for life. It's like Xbox Live all over again. Death Stranding is fucking out there. Death Stranding is no longer listed as a PlayStation 4 exclusive. Oh man, that feels good to say. We don't know a ton of information about it. The likelihood... Please, ad, go away. I try not to put ad block on when I'm listening to good videos. The likelihood of Death Stranding coming to PC has increased dramatically, as it looks like the upcoming game will no longer be a PlayStation 4 exclusive! Guys, I'm excited for Death Stranding. If this comes out day one on PC, I'm not going to say I'm 100% going to play it, but my likeliness just went up by about 70%. I was giving it a hard 5% I'll play at launch. A member of Reset Era noticed that on the Australian PlayStation website, Death Stranding is no longer present in the list of PlayStation 4 exclusive games, although it was before. This is really interesting to see because, so in the discussions of Death Stranding, they have discussed how they want to eventually bring it to PC. I don't think they've talked about Xbox at all. I don't think that they've talked about, you know, Microsoft at all, or you know, like Xbox. But I know that they said that they do want to, in time, bring it to PC. This makes me wonder if they originally said it was going to be an exclusive because they didn't think they were going to have it done, but maybe now they'll have it done. Now, of course, this is all just speculation going off of, you know, label leaks and also list leaks. So please take this with a grain of salt, like I always say, and I always do, because we've been told for, you know, like a year now, since it was kind of like fully announced that it would be a PlayStation exclusive. So again, please take this with a grain of salt. But it also vanished from the UK site as well as other European official PlayStation sites, which strengthens the rumors that the highly anticipated game is no longer exclusive to Sony's home console and could be coming to PC at launch. That would be amazing. Are you guys planning on buying Death Stranding when it releases? Now, let's say, are you going to buy it if it releases on PS4? Or would you purchase it if it released on PC? Because I'm curious. This is a game that I am interested in. I feel like I haven't seen enough to dedicate myself to being like, hell yeah, buying this day one. But it definitely looks like a game that I am very interested in. Of course, Kojima, please. Some of the, like, the actors that they have playing the characters are also amazing. So I am very excited to see what else happens with it. As I don't have a PS4, seems like an easy answer. Understandable. What about tanks? Who's tanking? What? We're tanking? I'll heal. Tifa boob mousepad on Vera's desk when? A Tifa boob mousepad. Tifa boob mousepad. I see $25. Yeah, I see $25. Cheapest I see. Cheapest I see. Good. Sony's stupidity with censorship should lose them some exclusivity. I agree with that. I have not... I'm gonna be honest. My PlayStation 4 has barely been touched over the past year. Every time I look at my PlayStation 4 and I think about using it, I think about Sony. And I get kind of upset.
Be prepared for the future of video game journalism. TheGeekGetaway.blogspot.com.
You just donated $3 to shill your website, Tony. Can't believe you. $3 self-shill. Thank you for the $3 donation, Tony. I very much so appreciate it. When you get your website, you know, going and you start posting to it again, let me know. I mean, I feel so many people are kind of turned off with Sony at this point. I am. I used to love Sony. Guys, I even have a Sony hat. I was a fangirl. And now I just can't bear to look at it. It's depresso espresso, okay? Isn't that the point of text-to-speech? For people to shill their, like, websites and stuff? I mean, if they want to. Tony, you were the top dominator and top donator with a $3 donation. I'm waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC. I haven't used my PlayStation 4 otherwise. I use my PlayStation 3 more often. I personally stick with my Nintendo Switch. I love my Nintendo Switch. I don't know. I've always been a fan of Nintendo's first-party games. I kind of grew up with, like, Nintendo games, like... So that's why I've always loved Nintendo so much. Honestly, I'm disappointed with what they've done in regards to censorship lately, or Sony, and how Sony has been acting. Sony's not really the same. Sony is not the same that they used to be, that's for sure. Label leak. Other indicators that Death Stranding will come to the PC include the fact that on the official trailer where the PlayStation 4 front cover was shown, it didn't carry the Only on PlayStation label, which was adorned previous PlayStation exclusives. So when they originally showed off the cover, I don't think that it said Only on PlayStation. I don't think that it originally did. Here, let me grab an extra tab real quick. I'm gonna go to YouTube real quick because I don't think it even ever really showed Like the PlayStation exclusive symbol. PlayStation exclusive Death Stranding. I wonder if GameStop also still says it or not. PlayStation. If you go to the PlayStation website, it says... Here, I'll bring it up. I will not bring it up really quickly. It doesn't. It says pre-order collector's edition, special edition, standard edition. I guess we'll have to see. It does say PlayStation 4 right now. It says platforms, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Pro, and PS4 Enhanced, but they could slip the little order button right there for PC. They could slip it in. I suppose we'll see, though, in that regard. I would be very intrigued for it to be on the PC, though. I don't really buy games on PlayStation anymore, especially exclusive, so would be nice to see, especially a very hyped-up game like Death Stranding be on PC. None of this is concrete evidence, of course, although we have to remember that an early press announcement from Sony way back in 2015 did indicate that the game would be coming to PC after the PlayStation 4. We all knew that this was going to happen, that eventually it would be on PC, but it would be nice for it to be on PC day one. My PlayStation 4 is in my dresser. I probably won't use it unless I split an apartment. Damn. Well, hey, at least you have a PlayStation 4. It's easier for me to get review copies on PS4 than it is to get them on other platforms. Interesting. Stream down? I don't think the stream's down for anyone. But yeah, who knows, but it's certainly not beyond the realms of possibility. If a PC version is announced, the next question will be, is this an Epic Game Store exclusive? Don't do that to me, Tech Radar. Shut up, Tech Radar. I like you. Don't ruin it now. Don't ruin your goodwill with saying that. Epic Game Store exclusive. If this game comes to PC, but it's an Epic Game Store exclusive, I'm gonna send Kojima a very harshly worded, heated letter. Okay, guys? I'll do it on stream. Okay? It better not come to the PC as an Epic Game Store exclusive. Don't click the links! Yeah, or else I'm gonna be hacked. Or else I'll be hacked. My Joy-Con doesn't even connect handheld mode. It's pretty trash. Why? Cyberpunk 2077 will be the game to get. I'm torn with Cyberpunk 2077. I don't think I'm going to get it day one. Because so you guys know, I don't get a lot of games day one. But it is a game I am very interested in seeing. What's the date of Cyberpunk 2077 again? Cyberpunk... I don't know why, but I cannot remember the release date for anything lately. Yeah, April 16th, 2020. I'm not sure if it's a game that I'm going to get on day one, but I am definitely interested in hearing more about it. April, yeah. Epic Game Store is bad too. I mean, Epic Game Store is bad. Yeah, it's the Norman Reedus game. Sony is my bae. Oh no. Detroit doesn't have one yet. But yeah, I didn't know if you had all heard about this situation with the possibility of this game coming to PC day one. I think that that would be awesome if it did. I would definitely be very happy if it did. As a consumer that does not want to purchase from Sony, but I suppose we've still got it comes out in November, right? So we still have, a couple of months for them to announce, announce it and whatnot. So yeah, I will keep you all updated with that for sure. hate myself a little, because I'm gonna be honest, I was donated the money for Modern Warfare, and I hate supporting Activision, but boy, I cannot say no to Call of Duty. I cannot say no. Oh, I can't. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I hate the microtransactions and the bullshit Activision does, but guys, I would buy a Call of Duty game if Epic Game Store made it. Yeah, Activision Blizzard, excuse me. If Epic made Call of Duty, I would buy it. It's my one love. It's the one franchise that I fangirl over. But yes, I will be playing it day one. I'll also be playing in the beta in September 19th to 21st, I think. But yeah. Cyberpunk Game of the Year. Remember that. It will be interesting to see if it flops or not. I thought Konami died. Konami's not dead. Oh god, what low is Vera sunk to now? I'm sorry, guys. Please. That was loud. Please don't hate me. I love Call of Duty, okay? Please don't hate me. Activision wants more of that sweet remaster money after Crash and Spyro successes. Pretty much Activision said, you know what? We're just gonna keep remaking games because we like your sweet, sweet money. You know they're just beating a dead horse, Vera. They're beating a dead horse, but they could beat me with the dead horse any day when it comes to Call of Duty, because I'll take it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I can't say no. Following the critical and commercial success of Crash Team Racing, Nitro Fueled, that added microtransactions, Spyro Reignited Trilogy, which I don't think added any microtransactions, Crash Bandicoot, which, okay, Activision is keen to continuing creating similar projects. Yeah, because it makes them money. That's what they said. Zombie horses are the best? Yeah. What are they going to remake next, Sly Cooper? They could remake a lot of different things. And people would still buy them. Speaking about the broad range of games offered and their performance so far, they stated that our strategy of remastering our rich library, they mean for rich so they can be rich, of Blizzard IP, continues to deliver with Q2 release of Crash Team Racing. The game enjoyed positive critical reviews and strong sales, particularly through digital channels. Because you waited to get all of those positive reviews, and then you added in microtransactions, you son of a bitches. If you had added in microtransactions day one, your game would have flopped. I'm getting heated. This is evident in the numerous reviews online and the number of units sold because they didn't add in microtransactions day one because they're smart cookies, which is often sufficient reason to consider expanding the project to other areas, as consumers seem more than willing to purchase games from their youth in remastered form, with the innovation that has occurred in the times between its release and now. Of course they are, because it's nostalgia. That's why companies remake so many games. First of all, companies don't know what the fuck to make. You have to consider companies are running out of ideas. Unless you have someone like Kojima, people are bland. They don't know what to come up with. They're running out of ideas. Second of all, you have that sweet, sweet aspect of nostalgia. If they re-released Modern Warfare 3, I would buy it. If they re-released Black Ops 1, I would fucking buy it. If they released, I don't know, give me another game. Any game in the history of games, I'd probably buy it. Because I, like many people, am a sucker for remasters because it's so fun. To think of the memories you have with a specific game or a specific franchise and then be like, oh yeah, I remember this one time that this shit happened, it was crazy. Because you have that nostalgia. So of course, when they make a remaster, and it's not expensive, say it's $20 less, like most of them are, they're $39.99, it's $20 less, and you know it's a game that you like, it seems more reasonable to purchase it and to own it. Because you don't have to worry about, you know what, am I gonna like this game? Is this gonna be a bad game? Should I be worried about this game? because you know that you're going to like it, because you already have that trust in it. Do you think they'll remaster GoldenEye 007? With new James Bond lady. If they ever remaster GoldenEye 007, I'll die. But if it's with a lady, boycott. I'm just kidding. I'd rather them not mess up James Bond, though. Reviewers should be required to alter their reviews if some part of the game changes for better or worse. I think that reviewers should do that. I think they shouldn't be required. I think they should just do it because they actually care about consumers, but the problem is a lot of reviewers do not. Time to use cheat engines on those Facebook games. I hate these microtransactions. What do you guys think? Was it coming from the Facebook games? I mean, I don't think microtransactions started with Facebook games. Maybe they saw, like, the draw of, like, games like Farmville and whatnot that, had so many microtransactions years ago, and, realized they could capitalize on that, but yeah. Currently, there's no formal plan in place for future remasters. However, during the conclusion question and the answer period of the call, an individual asked about what lies ahead, which revealed that there is a strong interest in continuing with this trend of gaming projects. They stated, if you look at the Crash trilogy, that one sold through over 10 million copies. So they're obviously having a big impact on our bottom line and a real impact there. But I'd say what's really important is that it's reaffirming the enduring nature of these franchises for us. And as you mentioned, when you look at our rich IP library, we think there's a lot of IP in there. The fans are going to want to experience again. So on that one, I'd say stay tuned for some future announcements, but just beyond pure remasters, there are also a lot of opportunities now to innovate and think about totally new content within these IPs. So as we think about it, there is a lot of growth opportunities for the business over time within Activision based off of our library of IP. I mean, you can see Blizzard's been doing a ton of, like, remasters and or Activision Blizzard. So many just re-releases and whatnot. It's because why would you put years of work and effort into a new franchise that could possibly not sell when people are gonna love this shit? People are gonna eat this up like strawberry shortcake, and you could make some fast money. Blame Zynga back when that was a thing. Yeah, Zynga really. What year did Zynga? Didn't they? Didn't they close or something? Or they got sold off? I feel like they got sold off. Maybe not. I'm crazy. Yeah. I guess not. But Zynga definitely is a game developer that, yeah, Farmville, stuff like that. Definitely one that maybe kind of brought a lot of eyes to the situation of microtransactions. Should game companies focus on creating good franchises or multiple quality solo titles? Do content more surprise mechanics? I mean, that's what it is. Did Naughty Dog do the remastered versions? Yeah, there's no way around Activision's greed manipulation. Yeah, unfortunately not. Games need to bring back couch co-op. They do. This indicates that remasters are not the only options for these older IPs, but also new projects within those existing universes. There's no doubt that a well-made game fueled by nostalgia can sell well, and it will be interesting to see where exactly this leads in the coming years. I'm gonna be honest, I do like remasters. I think that remasters are cool. I do like them. But I do not like remasters all the time. I think, like, one remaster every so often is okay. I'm not mad at that. I don't hate remasters. I just hate when all you see is a company releasing remasters and they don't care about new IPs. They don't care about creating anything. They just want to make the fastest amount of money that they can in the shortest time possible. Last two games that I played co-op was Army of Two. It's couch co-op for 2-3 players. I think that games could bring back a lot of nice things, but they don't. That's for sure. I like the Lego games because I can play those with my kid. I was never... So I've played most of the Lego Star Wars and stuff. I was never a huge fan of them, though. They're not awful. So one of the last topics that I want to discuss for the night, you guys, is, Ooh. It's a slightly long one. I'd like to see a Mist remastered with better random number generator. Prawn? Prawn? That's inappropriate. Well, goodbye. This webpage is having a problem. What do you mean this webpage is having a problem? Don't do that. Don't do that to me. So this is the Take-Two situation. I have not talked about it over the past, like, 2 or 3 weeks. Well, it's happened for, like, a week and a half now, actually. Maybe 2 weeks at most. I have not talked about it at all. So a lot of you probably already know the situation, but I thought that we could read through it. Take-Two Interactive sends private investigators to YouTuber to stop Borderlands 3 leaks. Leaks that he did not even start. Take-Two sent private investigators to a YouTuber who leaked information about Borderlands 3. The official Borderlands YouTube account uploaded a trailer for Borderlands 3 wherein they introduced EchoCast Twitch extension. In short, it allows players to link their Twitch and Shift accounts. I almost said shit accounts. This website has been pathed to exile. Hey Mundane, how you doing? I hope you're having a very good night. In return, viewers could find out details about a streamer's equipment and skills. Viewers could also win in-game Borderlands 3 items as prizes by watching certain events on Twitch. You can see how this is simulated with an account name appearing made of random numbers and letters. The account has 57 followers, all with random names. Yeah. Individuals noticed this and followed the accounts to be notified when they began streaming, because of course they could, you know, win the items and whatnot. While the accounts were private, the live broadcast thumbnail would show a screenshot of gameplay. Viewers such as Sup Motto, I hope that I'm saying that right, managed to find these screenshots and publicize them openly. That is what he has been targeted for, is publicizing screenshots that he obtained like anyone else could have. He is a YouTuber specializing in Borderlands content. According to Kotaku, he had covered alleged Borderlands 3 leaks, which many of which were accurate. They started off as leaks, though. There are plenty of people that discuss leaks online. I don't see private investigators going to their houses. His information allegedly came from unknown sources, or that his fans finding information on websites. On July 25th, 2 private investigators hired by Take-Two arrived at his house. What the hell? He released a YouTube video on it. And what he said was, on Thursday, July 25th, private investigators showed up at my house trespassing on my private property and questioned me. He does go on to explain that he did talk to them because he felt as if he had nothing to hide. I would never in a damn second talk to private investigators that showed up at my house without my permission on private property. He should have not talked to them. Now I understand that he felt as though he had nothing to hide. That's perfectly fine. Even if you have something to hide, never just talk to people that are going to come to your house and question you without it being recorded, without you having evidence of what you've said, stuff like that. They were contracted by Take-Two, and that they have a private firm where they do various things that private investigators would do. Yeah, that's real. It's real descriptive. He explains how others discovered the Borderlands 3 screenshots via the aforementioned Twitch account. So, from there, the next day on the 26th, I received 7 copyright strikes, and one of them still stands. I don't know how the others were revoked. I've wondered if YouTube helped Take-Two or YouTube helped me out, or maybe they just retracted, I don't know. And of course on YouTube, if you receive 4 strikes in 3 months, your channel's terminated, which he expected to happen. It didn't happen because a lot of them were removed except one, but if I was in his situation, I would freak out. I would be worried too. And he was discussing in his Discord server what happened, and his Discord was shut down. I mean, this is such a crazy situation. There have been a lot of people that have discussed it. This is a long article that goes into all the details, but let me go back to it. He clarified that he closed his own Twitter account to limit the amount of questions and theory crafting. He admits that it happened irregardless, and that that was partly the reason he made the video. So his YouTube was almost terminated because of all of these copyright strikes, which we see as those were most likely all false, except the one that's left. He got his Discord server shut down. He closed off his Twitter, all because he spread a leak that happened. He didn't even spread this information. He did not leak this information. All he did was share information that he found online. I can understand the devs and stuff want to keep some secrets, but yeah, private investigators going to someone's house? Censorship at its finest? This is an insane situation. There's a lot to this situation, you guys. So I will also link this article in the chat in case you want to read all of it, because it does also link YouTubers. There's been a lot of YouTubers that have come out with more information about it as well. It is a crazy situation. Let me get back down here. He explains of his videos will be on hiatus. Of course, he probably feels so rattled right now because people came to his house. In addition, has been thrown towards Gearbox Randy Pitchford, I wonder if there's been any more news on him, due to his comments in regards to the Epic Store timed exclusivity, alleged misappropriation of company funds, and allegations of hostile comments to consumers. We don't know what's going on with Randy Pitchford. I'm not going to spread any false information. But you heard it here first. We'll see what happens. 63 copyright claims have been filed against this guy, and his YouTube channel will be terminated in 7 days. The whole situation with his YouTube and what stands in regards to copyright claims and what doesn't, he hasn't been super, clear on it, just because he's probably so rattled. But it says therein, many videos within the last 8 months are shown to be no longer publicly available. When clicking those videos, all of them are due to copyright strikes from 2K Games. He had a playlist with 110 videos that only has 33 left. On the same day, a representative from 2K Games spoke to Kotaku about the incident, claiming that it was incomplete and in some cases untrue. This is why I haven't talked about it, because I want to know the truth. They said Take-Two and 2K take the security and confidentiality of trade secrets very seriously. The problem is that someone leaked it. Submato was not the guy that actually leaked the information. He was not the one that had the information. He was just discussing the information that was online. Insane. Insane. The action we've taken as a result is a 10-month investigation into the history of this creator profiting from breaking our policies. Leaking confidential information, as far as we know, we could start a conspiracy theory saying it was really him that leaked the information, but I'm not going to say that because we really have no clue. But they're sounding like there's a lot more to it, and they have not discussed a lot of the information, and even he has been very, kind of beating around the bush when it comes to information. I'm sure that he's just worried about saying something that's going to get him in trouble. Understandably so. It says 2K statement also claimed the Twitch streams were private and not public. In fact, he said that this was all very public and it was shown... Why did the page just move? It was shown to about 185,000 viewers at this point. It was not him that just had the information. He wasn't discussing just the info, though. He was, well, right, of course, but does it matter if a content creator, someone online, is talking about the information? It was, like, it was made public not because of him. If it was made public because of him and we found out that, then that'd be different, but that's, at this point, not the truth as far as we know. Legally, it does matter? Yeah, well, legally matters when private investigators show up to your house. He should have not spoken to them. That's also another problem. But he doesn't explain whether the streams... Oh, I accidentally scrolled up. He doesn't explain whether the streams... Where did this part just go? He doesn't explain whether the streams were set to private or public in that video. However, we cannot confirm if he stated otherwise in the now deleted YouTube videos discussing what he posted from the Twitch previews. IGN makes the allegation that according to sources familiar with the matter, previously listed perks on his YouTube channel allegedly offered access to a private Discord channel, and now that included further Borderlands 3 leaked information exchanged for a $5 membership, which his Discord server was shut down. Unless he made another one. This is not the first time Take-Two has used private investigators against those they believe have legally wronged them. There was also this situation, too. I just got a pair of PIs at my door claiming to be sent by Take-Two. Take-Two takes this stuff very seriously, which I do understand. But, I do understand that it has to do with a product of theirs. But why was that information leaked in the first place? There are books in the library public, but I can't read them on stream. You can, but they can, like, I don't know how it works for books, but, like, if you were to read something, they can claim that, and then they make the money off of it. They could shut it down if they wanted to, and a lot of the time. It's I get what you're saying, though. Only a judge can rule if it's fair use or not. Most of the time, companies won't, like, threaten people, though. The article was later updated with a link to Reddit of a modder allegedly working with the GTA MP also had a similar incident. This is not the first time that this has happened with Take-Two, but this is definitely a very prominent situation that I am going to look more into, and I will, you know, talk about this again on next week's talk stream if there's more information that comes out about it. Just a huge situation that it's hard to talk about in detail unless I read through every single little thing. But I definitely don't think that we're getting all of the information here, which is why I haven't talked about it. We are missing information, and that is my problem. I want more information from both sides, from Take-Two and also the person Supmato. So I definitely will keep my eye on the situation and see if there's anything else that comes out about it. Just because they don't get taken down doesn't mean they can't be. Yes, but they're not leaking information. I mean, it's a book that is open to the public to read. And yes, when it comes to, you know, fair use and whatnot, they do have legal grounds. But it depends on if, again, like with articles and whatnot, if they are reading it word for word or if they are fairly using it in the terms that fair use works. You know, they're giving, it's educational, it's, you know, they're adding to it, they're adding to the discussion, etc., etc. There are channels that read books and whatnot, but, you know, it's a tough situation when it comes to fair use. But I definitely understand why this guy is being very sparse in the information that he's giving, but honestly, at this point, I'm worried that everyone is talking about this, calling Take-Two pieces of shit, and then we're going to find out that this guy did something more that he's not telling us. So that is all that I wanted to talk about tonight, you guys. Those were the topics. I will sit around and chat with you guys for another 5 or 10 minutes. If there's anything that you guys wanted to talk about or discuss, now is the time to chat with me. I do appreciate all of you guys being here this week for the talk stream. Of course, I do these talk streams once a week on Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can read part of a book to convey context or as a reference. Yes, you can. It all depends on, what you're doing with the content, though. Vera, I have a question. What's up? There are channels on YouTube that read MTG novels. WotC never takes them down. Right, because it's free PR in their mind. Play Fire Emblem? That wasn't a question. I have not played the new Fire Emblem yet, though. Woohoo! Knowledge! Yeah, I don't like talking about situations that we don't have all of the information on, but, sometimes I still like to give my opinion and just discuss it with you guys, even if, we find out more information in the future on it. Do you have any good news in the gaming world that you'd like to talk about? Good news. I mean, I talked about Death Stranding, which was, very good, in my opinion. I am very excited to see what happens more with that, that's for sure. That's definitely for sure. There's a lot of new games coming out that I'm very interested in and that I think are going to be very, very fun. I do have a list on Patreon as a public post. Hello, Thomas. How you doing? We are just hanging out for the last couple of minutes of stream. I finished up reading the articles, but if you have any questions or comments that you want to make, now's the time. I got a question. You still going to use One Angry Gamer as a source for on your channel? I don't usually... I mean, my content is not reading articles. The only time that I do so is, like, when I'm, like, on stream and whatnot. It's not like I get my information, like, directly from a source and then I reference it in a video, because usually I don't, that's not how I make my videos. When it comes to streams, I may on occasion, read, One Angry Gamer, article, because it's not one person that works for the site and there are multiple writers there. On the flip side, more information could come out and make Take-Two leak even worse than they already do. Exactly. We really have no idea, but you are 100% correct. So those Netflix Witcher castings, I talked about that 3 weeks ago. I just want to see how the show's going to go. I really don't know how in the end it's all going to go. I am not going to knock it until I try it, though. And we'll see what happens. Games don't make guns. I did and it shot me. What? What? Which corporate pizza is better, Papa John's or Pizza Hut? Pizza Hut. That was a stupid question, Drew. Of course it's Pizza Hut. Hello, friend, not on for long. I should be asleep. Well, we are about to end stream in a couple of minutes, but thank you for stopping by, Kyoji. I very much so appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. To everyone that is here, if you are not already a supporter of the channel, consider becoming a Patreon. Make sure to join our Discord as well if you are already not part of our Discord. We party there all the time when we're ready to party. That didn't sound proper. That was not a proper sentence. I'm so sorry. So what do you think? Well, yeah, I'm not going to talk about that situation. It's not that I don't... I just feel as though it doesn't pertain to the channel. That's my only thing. Have you been alive for 16 years? 16 years? Wait, I'm only 16 now? Oh, right, Grizz says I'm 16. That's right. Even though Grizz says he's 14. Hi, you were all wrong. DiGiorno's isn't delivery. You didn't spell DiGiorno's right, but I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, Ace. Tony, I've been alive for 24. Papa John's, hands down. TARDIS, you are an uneducated police box. You need to taste real pizza. Okay, friend? Ethan Epstein was killed, pretty much end of story. I mean, so the thing is that it's a big conspiracy theory right now. And whereas, though, I could give my opinion on it, because I don't want to, like, dismiss the issue. It's a very important issue that could be talked about. I just think that right now there's a lot of speculation, and we don't really have any reports of his official cause of death or anything. That That's the only thing. Thanks for the benefit. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You know, you knew what you were talking about. I'm a sucker for round table pizza. I don't know what that is, but it sounds good. I used my A material on my Patreon Q&A. You're only getting grade D questions. Oh, also, if you are a Patreon of the channel and a supporter, you can, on Patreon, you can go to the public post, or you can go to the Discord server, the Patreon-only, supporter-only chat. I am going to be doing a Q&A for supporters only. I'll probably end up doing that within the next 2 or 3 days. So if you have any questions that you want to ask me or have in that Q&A, feel free to comment them in Discord or on that post. West Coast thing. I know I'm wrong. East Coast pizza is amazing. I've just never heard of round table pizza. Round table pizza. Yeah, there's none. It's like Western. Yeah, it's not Western. It's West Coast. I should say. Yeehaw, Western. Giddy up. What's the best flavor of Monster? None, because it's disgusting. Baja Blast is best flavor of Mountain Dew. Just, if you don't like it. My flavor is free. Free is the best flavor. Play Fire Emblem in the Q&A? It's not a question! I would play Fire Emblem, but I have so many games that I want to play in the future. Yes. They need Baja Blast Diet. It would never be the same, though. That's the problem. That's the problem. I've had Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is the best police box, okay? It's the best. East Coast and Midwest pizzas are best pizza. True or false? I'm gonna go with true. Because I'm a little bit biased. But I'm gonna go for true. When are you going to sell Gamer Girl bathwater? Soon. There's a lot of games that are coming out that I want. I need like $300 for all the games that I want to play in the near future. So, soon, boys. Soon. Oh, no. You guys are all saying these pizza places, and I have no clue what any of them are, but, nice. Red Bull fixes all my problems. I've never had Red Bull. Sounds pretty gross. Aliens don't really like that type of stuff. Coffee all day. I agree, Thomas. Coffee all day. That's for sure. But yeah, for the couple of people that have just come in, I have read all of the articles for the night, but I will sit here and chat with you guys for a couple minutes. I do appreciate just chatting with you all and whatnot. I wish people would accept my Monopoly money. I wish so too, Ace. CC's Pizza Buffet. Pizza Hut. That's the only answer I have for you guys. This is the only answer that I have. Round Table is expensive, but you get what you pay for. And I'm not paid to say that anymore. Kyoji, buy me a pizza and mail it to me. Guys, everyone, buy a pizza and send me a slice of your favorite pizza. We'll eat on stream. There's a lot of pizzas. Oh yeah, Boston has so many, like, pizza stores and whatnot. You like comics? Yeah, I do. I used to be a big collector of comics. I've fallen out of love with them a little bit just because of everything that's been going on in the comics industry, but I do still have many comics, and I do still like comics. Why don't you ever reach out to game developers and get free copies to play on stream? Because I never get free copies. You're not the only one who asked me to do that. I have no idea why California Pizza Kitchen is still open. I don't know. Brando's Pizza. You guys are saying all these pizza place names, and I have no clue what any of them are, but yes. They sound amazing. Pizza Hut still has buffets. Thoughts on CG? CG? What's CG? I'm bad with, abbreviations. I don't know what CG is. Pineapple on pizza is a crime? You're a crime. Pineapple on pizza is amazing. It's amazing. Comicsgate ruined a lot, Vera. I feel you. Yeah, you know, just kind of, the things that they've been putting in comics recently and the things they've been doing with them just kind of turned me off from them. Oh, Comicsgate. I gotcha. I went right over my head. So I missed all the Twitch's petty stuff. Yes, we are, coming to the end of stream. We're just chatting, but, the VOD will be up. You will be able to go back and rewatch the stream in just a little while. Probably like a half hour. It should be fully up so you can go rewatch it. And it was in the first half hour of the stream. Yeah. Because I started off with this article, Epic hit with a class action lawsuit, and then I got into the Twitch stuff right afterwards. Have you ever had chocolate cake shake? I've had something like that. I will rewatch it for sure. For sure. You'll have to leave a comment and let me know what you thought about it. I do my best to check comments and whatnot. The channel does get a lot of comments, but I still try my best. What's your perfect pizza? You aren't allowed to say pineapple. Extra cheese, bacon, green peppers, and onions. Extra onions. Light on green peppers and light on bacon. Or, like a chicken broccoli Alfredo pizza. Depends if I'm feeling saucy or not saucy. I love pineapple on pizza. If you guys don't stop making fun of pineapple on pizza, I'm gonna get a poster, and the poster is gonna be a pineapple pizza. It's just gonna be a big square. It's gonna be a pizza, and it's gonna have pineapple and ham on it. You guys are gonna regret this decision to laugh at pineapple on pizza. Yeah. White or red? How about pineapple? How about pizza on pineapple? No, that's a question I can get with. Onions. Boo! Extra onions. Quadruple the onions. I will agree that Pizza Hut has good pineapple. Pizza Hut has good everything, okay? Pizza Hut is just the best in general. I like Hawaiian pizza. It is pretty good, isn't it? It's pretty good. But yeah, I am going to end stream in just a minute. Pineapple pizza lovers, weirdos. Hey, I might be weird, but you're the one that's sitting here listening to me. So, who's weird, me or you? Alright, it's still me. The poster will be over, I want to believe. I've been considering replacing the Bolos poster that I have there. I wanted to put a specific poster there, but I can't find one. I can't find a good poster for the show that I wanted up there. She got me, boys. Yeah, I did. I did. Omega Labyrinth Light Deluxe is on Switch. Do you think it's going to be good? Support it. If it's on Switch, support it. Any game that's on the Switch compared to the PlayStation 4, support the Switch version. What? Replacing Bolos? I love my Bolos poster, but it's been there for so long. I want to believe. I want to eat pizza. I can get down with that. But, yeah, I am going to head out for the night, you guys. Thank you all so much for hanging out the past couple of hours. I do really appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around, hearing the topics that I had discussed and whatnot. Of course, next Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, I will be doing another talk stream. Every week we do this type of talk stream, where I just talk about articles, discussions that I did not make videos on. But I do appreciate you guys being here a ton. I will be in Discord if you guys want to chat. If you are not already, consider becoming a Patreon for just $1 a month. It does support and help the channel. Make sure to join the Discord. Thank you for the donation tonight, guys. I really appreciate all of the donations and the support that you guys show me. Even showing up to stream means a lot to me. But thank you guys for hanging out the past couple of hours, and have a fantastic night, everybody.